Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for your late night. Very late night. I don't know when, it'll be over like in a minute. It is time for your late night AEW Dynamite review. I hope you guys are drinking your colas magnificently. I can't drink at the moment. But, you know, I hope all y'all also inspire me. Some bitches go, oh shit. Your New Year's resolutions and shit like that. It's a revolution, man. For us men, we should fucking chicks we want while drinking some Coca-Colas and Style Slash. If you want a chick, obviously give her a Coca-Cola Style Slash. She's a keeper. She wants it. Give it to her. Fucking the big black couch. And it's good stuff. Why am I not on that big black couch? Well, sometimes I'll be doing whatever videos where the fuck I want. But just I feel like doing it here right now. But yeah, Dynamite was basically a midget show. It was basically a show where all the Smarks, I mean, I'm not saying there were certain things I didn't like, but this entire show was a bunch of fucking... This was basically a Smarky WrestleMania in terms of that all the Smarks got what they wanted. They got basically their dream booking. This is basically Smarks' dream booking. That all the midgets basically run wild. That's what it was. It was basically fucking indie fucking midgets galore. All the midgets won the match tonight. And it's like, there's basically people who are jobbers who don't deserve to be stars, but they're winning. I don't know what to tell you. Let's talk about the show, shall we? Alright. So, yeah. Let's talk about the show tonight. Boy. Hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, so... The show started with, yeah, the show started with what? What was the show start? Oh yeah, the show started with, how can I forget? Oh yeah, so basically, yeah, it was the new year. It's a new year, right? New year. You have a new look. The look does, I will say, I like the look a bit better than the previous. Not that I really had a big problem with the previous look, but I do think it's a welcome change. I do think it was not even much of a bigger change. I do think the arena looks good. I do like how the arena, in terms of, well, the stage, the fucking Titantrons, all that kind of shit. I love it. I love how it looks, actually. I do think it looks amazing. But in ringside, the ring still looks the same or whatever. It doesn't really match, I would say. I don't know. It just looks like typical, like how Dynamite does. I'm not saying it should look colorful. I do think it looks nice, like it's visually freaking appeasing, you know? So, I don't know. That's what I would say. But at the end of the day, I do think it looks great. It's a good step in the right direction, I would say. The problem is, even with this new look, they're still doing the same shit. So it's a new year, new look, same shit, but just like, if anything, it's just more indie-fied, you know? I don't know. We're not off to a great start, but I know all the Smarks like, well, you don't like the show or whatever? Because you're going to probably get Smarks, like, if they watch this, they're going to say, you don't like the show? No, because fucking, I'm sorry, I was not really, very entertained by most of the show. And, like, literally what I see is, like, a bunch of fucking midgets shit, you know? So no characters, no stories. It's just about in-ring bullshit or whatever. And shit that makes no sense. So the first match, Ricky Starks. Yes, Ricky Starks defeated Chris Jericho with a spear. You know, Edge apparently struggles to beat someone with spears nowadays, but Ricky Starks can beat someone with a spear. And yeah, Ricky Starks, by the way. He got hit with a bat, I believe. Yet he still was able to fucking beat Jericho. People complain about Super Cena, but this is okay. And again, I'm sorry. Jericho losing to a jobber? I'm sorry, he's a jobber. He's not this... I don't understand. Again, the only reason why Smarks like him is because basically, again, he's a typical midget. He's a vanilla midget from the indies. He doesn't look like a fucking star. He just looks like how they look like he looks like some guy from the gay pride group that they'll think is hot or whatever. I don't know. That's why they like him? I don't get the appeal. I really don't. Talk about The Rock with, like, fucking the coolness, without the coolness and charisma. Oh, but this guy actually has charisma. What charisma? Just because somebody say an insult does not mean it's funny, you know? You have to understand that it depends. An insult is funny is with, like, the way the delivery, the way of fucking how, you deliver the insult and actually, like, the charisma you have. Like, an unfunny man saying what a funny man would say, but it's like on a funny way, it's not funny. A funny man who says something that's funny, but in the funny way, it's funny because he's funny. He's naturally funny. He has charisma. A fucking funny, a non-funny man trying to be funny is not funny. I'm just saying. But yeah, Ricky Starks wins the fucking match. Like, why? Really? Jericho, but then Jericho Priest and Society still attacks him. It was like, I don't know, whatever. Okay, they attack him. But then Action Andrade shows up, but then he gets a low blow, got distracted by the chicks, and gets a low blow, and they attack him, but then they put Ricky Starks to a table, Jack Swagger. I don't know, how does it make any sense for freaking some, like, these midgets fucking able to beat up, like, for a certain time? These guys, I don't know what to tell you. I find it surprising that they're trying to make this Action Andrade guy something, but it's like, again, we don't really know or care about this guy. Besides, he beats Jericho, And we're supposed to act like he's a big star or whatever. John Moxley comes out, or whatever. Fucking Hangman Page comes out, botches his stupid fucking promos. Like, I was knocked out. I was knocked out by people, but, I don't know if I'll be clear, but I'm gonna tell shit. I'm gonna face John Moxley no matter what. This guy's botching his promo, and I don't know, just, this guy can't really cut a promo, be honest with you. This guy sucks. But then John Moxley comes out, and the funniest thing about this was just John Moxley struggling of cutting a promo because of the microphone issues. It's like, shit, Seattle, Seattle's crazy, Hey, go Seahawks, I love the Seahawks, like, I love the Seahawks, I love beautiful men, This makes me crazy, it makes me, I get a hard on, is it, yeah, same good old issue, I'm sick of going candlelight vigils of only for Paige, nobody has gotten more locked out than me in the business, I'm crazy, nobody does stuff without me, What knocks me out is get a little hard on some penises, it doesn't give me a hard on, like that makes me knocked out. But yeah, he goes on to say, I got knocked out multiple times, what makes you special or whatever. I don't know. They talk about their stories about getting knocked out. That's the reason. Like, I don't know. Moxley says, it was an accident, but fuck it, we're gonna have a hell of a matchup now, whatever, it's crazy. This was just like, they're gonna have a great match next week and whatever. It's like, I don't care. Whatever. Second match, or third, I think this was actually it's the second match, I believe. Yeah, the second match, the Acclaimed defeated Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. Originally, and I would have not mind if this happened, Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal won the tag titles, but then they did this all bullshit. Oh, no, he got this foot on the rope. And it's like, haven't they not seen a bunch of times in wrestling? Like, why is it like now that they're okay with having the refs be involved or whatever, but like there's times like, a heel, like a referee, like, I don't know. I wouldn't mind on it. It's like, sure, would that meant that Acclaim had like a short title reign, even though it's not really short, but I would not mind in terms of storyline basis or even just the heat that fucking Jeff Jarrett has. Like, why the fuck not? first of all, I liked, again, the Acclaim had a great rap. They mentioned how, basically Karen Jarrett was going basically like a Karen. It's like, the Acclaim is here to remind Jeff Jarrett that his wife needs to shut up before getting blasted like some... I don't know what he exactly said. He basically mentioned Karen Jarrett for having the meltdown she has on Twitter. She mentions something about Andrew Tate getting caught. I don't know how what that's supposed to mean, but whatever, because it's popular. It's Andrew Tate things going on. It's a big thing. I don't know how he views about Andrew Tate, but whatever. I don't know. I guess he I guess he mentions about something like him getting caught. So but then he mentions like TNM's total. Yeah, they mentioned Dixie Carter. You gotta rock the tail, Dixie Carter. I don't know, something like that. And then they mentioned TNA. TNA means total knock-stop Acclaim. So I will say I like the rap. It was good. And the match was actually not bad. I was surprised. It was not like I didn't give a fuck about first, but then until like the ending and wow, oh my god, that Jeff Jarrett actually won this match and whatever, which was like surprising. But then they kind of ruined that surprise. But then it leads to like the rematch, which is going to lead to the end of the feud. Again, I would not mind. Like even if it was like a short title reign, Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal wins, and it leads to fucking them having that rematch even this Friday, and they have like a fucking finish after the fucking maybe winning the tag titles back, maybe something special like one more match with them, but just there's gotta be like a different stipulation too, or whatever, I would not mind that. Then Britt Baker is backstage. It says Hikaru, like what's her name? Fucking Hikaru. No, stupid. What's her name? Jamie Hayter. She's the champion. I'm the boss. She's the killer. I'm the pillar. So she's mentioning Sasha Banks. Basically, people think that Sasha Banks will be there next week or whatever. That I don't know. I'll give my thoughts about this once we get to a certain moment. Brian Danielson, whatever, defeats some fucking, I don't know, he defeats some jobber. Oh yeah, he defeats Tony Nese. This match should have been a squash match if you want to make this guy look good, but no, it has to be a fucking Smarky bait, whatever. It has to basically be something fucking for Smarks to care about or whatever. So, yeah, Brian Danielson defeats Tony Nese, but after the match, Brian says, I'm glad to be home! I want to fight MJF! Then MJF comes out, MJF says that Brian looks like a goat. Basically, MJF basically became a Smart Buster and mentioned all the things the Smart Buster says, things I've said. He basically said what the anti-Smarks, or basically people who hate Smarks, would say. He said that Daniel Bryan... It's just to appeal all the match marks, basically appeal to the fucking fat neckbearded mongoloid marks, basically people who live in people's women's basically in mother's basements, or people have no who are basically the people they think Daniel Bryan's a good wrestler because of observers, fake ass observers who've never been part of the business, and basically people who have no athletic ability and never been part of the business, basically mentioning fucking Smarks. Guys like Dave Meltzer or whatever, which is fucking hilarious, which I give MJF credit for a lot. He does mention his three favorite people are Disco Inferno, Eric Bischoff, and Jim Cornette. Why? Because Smarks hate them. I'm surprised he did not mention Vince Russo, which would have been kind of cool. But hey, it's funny, but then he thinks that's supposed to be an insult, but how's it? I mean, it's insult to Smarks because they're the main audience, But the thing is the truth. The Smarks, they don't like fucking Disco Inferno, Eric Bischoff, and Jim Cornette because they fucking critique AEW. And, again, I don't like Jim Cornette. I mean, I don't hate him. But it's just obviously he's pretty smarky himself, and he thinks, wrestling gotta be, Western cowboy bullshit. And he's bitter that he got fired because Vince Russo replaced him and did a better job in WWE than he did. But they criticize AEW. They say how AEW has low ratings and they can't have stars or whatever. Basically, that's why he mentioned them. He's speaking the truth. They speak the truth. he speaks the truth about this company and whatever. And apparently, you know, that's bad. Like, oh, and he even mentioned that if Dean Malenko and Lance Storm had a baby, it'll be Bryan Danielson. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. It's actually kind of funny because he said, like, you know, Daniel Bryan had no charisma and shit like that. And yeah, like, that's like, wow, this is actually shit I would say. This is actually like somebody speaking my word. You know? Maybe he watches me. Hey, MJ, what's going on, brother? You doing good. So he basically saying what, you know, people who are not smart would say, which is like fucking cool. Hell yeah, that's good stuff. But then you got Dave Bryan's like, shut the fuck up. You know, you're not a good wrestler. You're not a good worker because you have never wrestled in, I don't know, India, or you didn't do long matches or whatever. You're just a sports entertainer. So yeah, that's the thing. That apparently to be a great wrestler is like, apparently you can't have a gimmick. You can't have a character and charisma. Even though that's what professional wrestling is. If it's without the fucking character and gimmick, wrestling is just no different than a boring ass fucking. Again, it's not like wrestling's a. Again, with Daniel Bryan, he like to act like this is a sport, which is a problem. This is not a sport. Again, pro wrestling is fake. You're not a fucking. Again, you're no different than Cobra Kai. That's like fucking saying karate. I'm a better karate fighter. Let's have a karate. Like, imagine if that was the show instead of fucking based on fucking rivalries and hatred. Okay. Like, look at Cobra Kai, why it's successful. It's not because of fucking about karate. It's about the characters, okay, and the story with the fight. And that makes you care about the fights. How the fuck do you care about the match about the story? And apparently that's Bryan's thing. Like, I just want to wrestle. And ironically, this guy, I should have done a video. This guy's favorite wrestler is like fucking. He liked Dean Malenko and S.A. Rios and thinks those are better. He liked to see them than The Rock and Stone Cold. You can't get more boring as shit than that. But the sad reality is you got people that actually agree with this guy and they fucking love Daniel Bryan. He's the greatest wrestler of all time. And you know what? You certainly agree. Those are what wrestlers I'd rather see than Rock and Austin. Like, y'all a bunch of faggots if you think that. Like, you really think fucking you'd rather see Dean Malenko and Lance Storm than Stone Cold and The Rock? Come on here. The boys are back, you know. They're talking about MJ's mom and question how he's like, how many people she slept with. Like, basically after, like, you know, MJ insulted how people can't get laid or whatever. MJ says that he talked to Tony Khan and told that if Bryan can win the match, every match from tonight until February 8th, Bryan will become the number one contender at Revolution. First of all, that is way too long to wait. Okay? This whole, like, I'm sorry, that's way too long to wait. And not just that. Like, why February 8th? Why you gotta win all these matches? Why can't he just be... I understand this is like the thing about MJF, like, whatever. But it's like, I'm sorry, but this whole... They're trying to do, I guess, this, like, make the ranking system matter, whatever. It's just, I'm sorry, that's just stupid fucking... You're not real. It's just fucking insult my intelligence of trying to be a real sport when you're not, and it's stupid. And, like, really, oh, he's gonna face all these smarky wrestlers. He's gonna face next week Kashita Takashita or whatever. Kashuta Takash. I don't fucking know. Some fucking smarky Japanese wrestler that's been on there for how many fucking times that no one fucking knows who he is. It's a waste of time. But Smarks said, "Oh, take my money. This is gonna be a match." Yeah, again, all these. This is fucking. MJ mentions the problem with fucking wrestling is that all these fucking smarky wrestlers, they care about all. It's like being a good worker or work rate. And same thing with these Smarks. Like, they think like if you're, you know, long matches and you do kicks and flips or whatever, you're a good wrestler. You know, you're not a real wrestler if you don't have long matches or whatever. So Daniel Bryan, like, oh, he gets a stipulation. He says if he wins or whatever, it will be an Ironman match. And again, this is nothing to appeal to these fucking fat neck-bearded mongoloid Smarks that think if a match is long, it's great all of a sudden. They think, like, you know, if a match is long, it's great. Like, whatever happened to quality over quantity? Listen, I have no problem with Ironman matches, unless it makes sense. The only times really an Iron Man match makes sense when a fucking rivalry's been heated and fucking alive and the wrestlers involved, they kept like basically trading wins and whatever, and they had like a heated rivalry where they want to like go head to head, like who can outlast each other, who is better. Stuff like fucking Triple H versus The Rock. Their Iron Man match was fucking amazing because of the story they had, and it made sense why their match was an Iron Man match at Judgment Day. Heck, like or not, John Cena versus Randy Orton had a great Iron Man match. I will say that. That's probably even my favorite, one of my favorite John Cena Randy Orton matches, honestly. They had a great Iron Man match, and it made sense why their match was an Iron Man match, with their supposed last match, you know? Even though it should have been on their way around with Hell in a Cell, but even though it made kind of sense, you know? The only reason why, the only reason why they did Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels in the Iron Man match was to appeal to the match marks at that time, and really, like, in a way, they already had a heated rivalry anyway, so it made more sense than this. This really makes no sense because, again, it's just to appeal to match marks. It's just to appeal to these fucking smarks that think, you know, a long match is good without any, and, again, I wouldn't mind them having an Iron Man match if it's like, if only it made sense. Like, what would make sense? Maybe fucking, I don't know. If even the whole bullshit, if they go to a time limit and the fucking time limit expires like 1 hour, I don't fucking know. You know, or if they have one match, even though it'd be stupid repetitive, like what happened to the past 2 matches last year or 2 years ago with the stupid fucking Bryan match, like they had like fucking what he had with his match with Kenny Omega and Hangman Page. It'll be repetitive. Like I'm not saying that, but like let's say this, even like a long match, like maybe 30 minutes. Even though like I don't want this match to, it doesn't need to be 30 minutes, but like let's say if a match like goes that long, MJF survives a fucking Bryan Danielson, I don't know, with multiple times, I don't know, something like multiple scenarios. Heck, if the match, like, if they had more than just one match, you know, it's sure, okay, fuck it. You could do an Iron Man match. Even though, like, it just, no matter how, I know that match is just to appeal to fucking Sparky fans. Because the thing, long matches is good, and it proves your work rate. In the end of the day, I just think it's stupid for why this is the first match, but I'm not surprised because Bryan, or because again, I can already tell stipulation. Oh, this guy's gonna probably say an Iron Man match because all these fucking smarks, they think long match is good, and they wanted an Iron Man match with him, with Hangman Page or fucking Kenny Omega or whatever. They wanted Iron Man matches since he became in AEW. It's like, why? Why do you guys are so obsessed and go fucking have a hard on for Iron Man matches? If anything, like, I don't even think there's been a recent Iron Man match that I ever was intrigued and fucking thought, wow, what a great Iron Man match that was. It's been a long time we've seen a good Iron Man match, in my opinion. There's only been, honestly, a very handful of Iron Man matches I can list that have been very good. To me, what comes to mind, a great Iron Man match, not only fucking, Triple H versus, Triple H versus The Rock. Even Cena versus Orton. You could argue fucking Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels is a great Iron Man match. Even Benoit versus fucking Triple H. I can't see that match the same anymore because of fucking Killer's in that match. Heck, the Killer versus fucking Kurt Angle in Ultimate Submission match. There are quite a few, or whatever. But it's like, it's rare to see a great Iron Man match that makes. But the thing is, like, there's. What makes sense for recent years that there was Iron Man matches? The only recent time I think I remember an Iron Man match, it was fucking Ziggler versus Rollins, and that match was an Iron Man match for literally no reason. Why? Because again, they're smarky type wrestlers, and let's stand a distance and blah blah blah. Fuck it, let me look up fucking WWE's history in Iron Man matches just to rejuvenate my memory. Oh yeah, how can I forget? Yeah, Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar. Probably one of the best, definitely the best. Like, how can I? I'm sorry, I'm stupid. A great example. But again, it's like a handful, really, of Iron Man matches. But like, I barely remember really a lot of great Iron Man matches, especially and now like there hasn't been really in current generation like a great Iron match. How am I gonna care when one of them is a fucking legit goat with a beard who's fucking boring as fuck? I don't know, the Sparks love him. But it's like, fucking, like, come on. what MJ said was true, but like again, like people say, oh, you know, how dare you say it, you know? Okay, I'm gonna see some Ironman matches. I do like that it's like 60 minutes, but it's like, you know, because it kind of like, I don't know, 30 minutes, like, Well, I mean, I don't mind it 30 minutes sometimes too, but. So yeah, there's only been really a handful actually, but it's like, it's very rare there've been good Ironman matches or whatever, you know? But yeah, fucking Triple H versus The Rock, you know? Yeah, Triple H versus The Rock. Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart, not the worst match, but I'm sorry, very overrated in my opinion. But Triple H versus The Rock, in my opinion, was really good. Even the Killers Ironman matches was good. Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle was very, very good. Probably one of the best SmackDown matches in history. You know, Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels. Even Cena versus Orton. Oh, what about Bailey versus Sasha Banks? Fuck off. Fuck up, you fucking simps. You fucking cucks. But yeah, there's been very rare actually. Anyways, yeah. There you go. But yeah, it's an Ironman match. Wow. And I'm just angry because like, what? Do you have the guts to face me, Maxi Pad? I'm sorry. Again, trying to make a funny joke, but even though it's been said by a fucking unfunny guy, and now another unfunny guy saying it's not funny. I'm sorry. But anyways, there you go. That's great. We're getting an Ironman match for AEW. And all Smarks gonna fucking have a big hard on. I swear to God, I think the reason why people like long matches is equivalent to fucking their like when they watch porn. They think if they watch a porn, yeah, this is from my experience with watching porn, but like I'm like nofap now. All these fucking people, they think fucking, you know, if a video is long, that's like quality apparently. You know? I feel like because wrestling fans are such sexual deviants now, they think if a match is long, it's like, again, they're equivalent to them watching porn. It's great. It's going to be as long as I can watch. But this time, it's like, because a lot of these wrestling fans are gay, they're fucking probably going to jizz all over the place because they're fucking fags. Whatever. That's fucking, you know, that's shit. Or whatever. Then FTR, then FTR have a funeral for, I don't know, no, not FTR, the fucking Gun Club, they have a eulogy for FTR, I don't care. Then we see Paige, or Soraya, picks her partner, she's like with fucking Toni Storm and Kawashita. Actually, I could drink my Colas Magnificent right now. Good stuff. So, Paige. Oh, you know, this company has great talent or whatever. You know, it's my husband, and you know, I give him a lot. And that makes her call she jealous or whatever. So, a lot of Smarks are disappointed because, she did not say, or apparently did not say the surprise that if it's going to be Sasha Banks. There's speculation that Sasha Banks was going to come in AEW or whatever. I know I didn't make the video yet, but I will when I have the time. Definitely will talk about fucking Sasha Banks being in fucking New Japan now. My little brief thoughts about that. Who fucking cares? Besides Smarks. Boy, does she look fucking disgusting. Well, I'm not saying she's ugly, but like, God, what kind of fucking stupid hair she has now. Boy, does she looks like a fucking lolicon bullshit, like, for all these fucking weird people. I'm not denying that Sasha Banks has, like, a good body or whatever, right? But boy, does she has a weird face, and boy, does she has a fucking stupid weird hair now. Like, fucking A. Doesn't help that she's balding. Mercedes Moné. Her name is pronounced Mon, but it's like Money. Get it? Money? Because there's no Y? And I go, money. Money. And then it's like she botched her fucking... And she botched her finisher, whatever. What kind of finisher was that? She botched a move when she was doing the Kairi Sane. So she confronted Kairi Sane. And... Oh, wow. Like, I'm the boss. I'm the blueprint. So basically... so she's a... I don't know. What are you? She's the Wicked Witch of the West. And then, I'm gonna bank on money. Get it? Because, I don't know, I'm all about money, apparently. I'm just like Snoop Dogg, but I'm basically Snoop Dogg, but not fun. Or just a woman version who's like a cunt. All the Sasha simps are happy or whatever. I don't know, they're just whacking their bags because they think that she's like the most beautiful. The only reason why they think that because they think they relate to her or whatever. But then they get angry because like, oh, how can you not be with me? Instead of being with, I don't know, that weird Asian guy. I don't know. Just the end of the day, like, I don't care about, like, this whole Sasha Banks shit. God, she's overrated. People think that she's some great star. You're fucking kidding yourselves. No one cares about Sasha Banks besides Smarks. Her debut is fucking stupid. She's definitely still an egotistical fucking cunt. I don't care. Good. I'm just happy she's not in WWE because I don't care. But like, it's funny. People crap on Charlotte. Her winning the title, but yet already fucking Sasha Banks is competing for the title. What sense does that make, right? Sure, it's not the same night, but it's essentially kind of the same thing. Like, she already comes in and she's getting a title match already. This is like her first time in Japan. Why is she getting a title match already? I get it, like, maybe she, in terms of Smarky terms, like, she's the biggest woman there, whatever. But at the end of the day, I thought, she's supposed to prove her worth or whatever, guys. So Charlotte had to prove her worth or whatever. I don't like Charlotte. She's a trainee fucking disgusting fucking She-Hulk. I don't want to see her at all. She should fucking just go away just like Sasha Banks. If anything, again, both of them plateau, and both of them should get off my TV screen because I don't care. At the moment, I'm happy that Sasha's on my TV screen because I don't care about her. But apparently, people are speculating she's going to be in AEW no matter what. And how would that make sense? Like, why she should team up with Paige or whatever? Isn't she a heel in New Japan or whatever? Apparently, people are speculating that, Sasha will replace, I don't know, Toni Storm because she might get attacked. Like, how are we supposed to know that? How are we supposed to know that? And how would that, again, make sense? How does it make sense when Sasha's New Japan, but all of a sudden, like, you know what, let me team up with you, Paige. Or if Paige says, I have a backup plan. How does that make any fucking sense? You know what I mean? I'm sorry, the way they did what they did, it kind of is necessary. Honestly, who gives a shit? Sasha, no, you don't need to have her. And especially, like, how would it make sense if she's not going to be there anyways? Apparently, this could be a free, like, this is, I guess, they're trying to either fool people. But I'm sorry, this is a stupid way for fooling people because it won't make any fucking sense regardless. And I don't know. People really want to see Sasha. Like, out of nowhere, team up with Paige. How does that make any fucking sense? Why was she... Oh, yeah. First, again, what is the reason why they're trying to make that next week's show big time? Like, why? I don't get it. Why is it so special about next week's show? I'm surprised they're not calling it a different name, which I would like more. Like, they don't fucking have to rely on a fucking name to fucking promote their show. But, like, in the end of the day, it's like, next week, they're trying to make it seem like next week's a bigger show than this show. Like, why couldn't this show be big time when it's the fucking first Dynamite of the new year? But whatever, I don't know what the fuck to say, I don't care. In the end of the day, why is next week fucking supposed to be big time? And why should we care? Whatever, and again, who cares about Sasha Banks? I don't care. In the end of the day, she just sucks as Charlotte. Both of them fucking disgusting. Well, Sasha's not a She-Hulk. She's not fucking She-Hulk tranny. She's just really fucking balding bitchy. Okay, but I don't know. I don't want to see it on my TV screen, honestly. I just don't. So that's my thoughts on the whole Sasha Banks thing. Maybe I might do a video or try to trim something and post this or re-upload or whatever. I don't know. But Kawashita was angry or sad, and how dare she not pick me off? It's like, who fucking cares? I don't care, like, how, I don't know. I just don't care. Swerve Strickland defeats AR Fox. Again, who is AR Fox? Who is this jobber? Oh, you should be privileged because they're great. He's a great wrestler. I don't give a fuck. No one knows who the fuck this guy is. And they're flipping each other. So basically we saw a flippy bullshit. We saw a flippy match where they flipped around each other. It's like, great. This is just... And this is why Smarks think this show was good, because they're flippy. Fucking hey, flip over the fucking bridge, won't ya? Jade Cargill paid a tribute to China, and she and Red Velvet defeat Sky Blue and Kira Hogan. Velvet has this ascension with Jade Cargill. Why? And why is... I don't know, and I don't care. Apparently, they have a problem. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know. And the main event, Darby Allin defeated Samoa Joe to win the TNT title. He won it because it's all his hometown. Oh, people can't believe in me, you know? And because apparently they make it out, they made it clear that, oh, he's competing in honor of his trainer who passed away and whatever. His son was there, and it was like a moment or whatever. My problem is this, first of all, I'm sorry, it's not believable. How is Darby Allin able to beat Samoa Joe? First of all, it is stupid, like, why, again, isn't Darby Allin supposed to be babyface and he's attacking Samoa Joe? I guess, sure, that could be the reason. Because, oh, Samoa Joe got beat up by fucking Darby Allin, which, again, how is that a babyface move or whatever? And, again, this match would have been better off if this match was, like, no disqualification. Like, fucking Darby Allin took out a ladder, he used the skateboard. It's like, okay, actually, that's actually kind of not bad. But then the match became a fucking regular match still. And fucking Samoa Joe, even though all that shit happened, he still fucking basically beat up the shit out of fucking Darby Allin. But then Darby Allin overcame the odds. He basically became super... Again, all these Smarks complain about John Cena being Superman. Roman Reigns becoming Superman before him being healed. But it's okay if fucking midgets are doing it. That they're able to overcome the odds. I'm overcoming the odds nation. I'm never late. I'm never hibernate. I'm never going to take a break, Jack. Buy my merchandise. Oh, I'm going to overcome the odds nation. Really? So Darby Allin fucking done overcome the odds. I'm going to beat your ass. Darby Allin beat Samoa Joe. Why? I don't know. This would have made more sense, like, if, let's say, maybe Wardlow came out to distract Joe even. Heck, even Sting? I don't know. That's like fucking, again, if Eddie Guerrero defeats Brock Lesnar clean. The beauty why it worked when Eddie Guerrero defeated Brock Lesnar is because he got help from Goldberg. And again, I love Eddie Guerrero. We all love Eddie Guerrero. And it made sense. It would not have made sense if he straight beat Brock Lesnar like that. Okay? That's why the beauty of his character, he lied, cheated, and steal. And, he still won by basically kind of cheating, but it was beautiful, It was like also kind of comeuppance because, Brock Lesnar was a bad guy and shit like that. Doesn't work the same here, people. Does not. In the end of the day, basically it was midgets running wild. It's, AEW, where the fucking small men play. Or where the kids play, really. Small kids. Yeah, where the small kids play, basically. That's what it was, okay? You may have a new look. It may be a new year, but boy, do I feel like 2023 is already a shitty year for fucking wrestling and fucking same with fucking AEW. If fucking Smarks are praising this, you guys are fucking nothing but a bunch of fucking weirdos if you think this show is good. If you think this is the future wrestling and you want these midgets to fucking succeed. Oh yeah, how can I forget? I mentioned fucking the reason why, because they think Sasha Banks again will be an AEW next week. Even if she does or she doesn't, who cares? If they weren't, like, I don't care. In the end of the day, I kind of hope she's not there. I don't care. I would like this, but whatever she is, there's just like, boy, this cunt suck. I don't know. Oh, the worst kept. She definitely was a worst kept secret, I tell you. Anyways, that's not to see, people. That was the show for you tonight. Show was pretty boring definitely from what I say. I would say MJF was definitely a beast on the mic. I like the Acclaimed. Definitely their match to me was the only way kind of better match than everything else on this show, because it didn't fucking. I mean, I'm not saying the Darby match was bad, actually, but the thing is, the only thing was good was the opening, towards the match, because, it's hardcore, and yet the match became a fucking boring, all big man versus small guy bullshit. It's like, who cares? But come the ads! That's why I say, people, just keep real, get your gains, close my misleads, buy me some bitches, go oh shit, oh shit. Until next time, peace, yeah, bye.